Hello everybody, Noodle Thumb here. Today I've got for you the ASSA Twin 6000. This one's got gins. It's lent to me from Vector Potential. So here you've got the bitting for the side pins, there for the main stacks. Side pins I'll pick with this modified Huck number 3. Filed down the flag to be a 2mm. It fits just perfectly here in the keyway. And those pins are on the left side of the stack. You can see it moving. Main stack, the 19 thousandths short hook from the dual gauge Valerian set. And I've got this custom tensioner that I made from music wire and bent it and filed it down to fit real snugly here in the keyway. This lock does give a little bit of assistance, centering assistance from the sidebar, so you don't need to perfectly float it, but a nice tight fitting tensioner really does help a lot. So, as with the 700 with gins, first task is to get all the pins up into where the gin is in the milling. Some of these need just a little tiny nudge. Some of them need quite a bit of travel. And I think I am there. Farther back in the lock is a little hard to tell. Then at least partially set the sidebar. I think I can set it all the way in this stage, but let's see. So one is good. Two is to the moon, I think. It's not quite binding yet. I'm gonna go 4. Needs a little nudge. Okay, 1's good. 2 I think is good. Nope, I overset 4. So let's see if I can recover. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I don't think that's fully set yet. There we go. There's 3. 4 is not really feeling too much. 5 needs set. So I'm pulsing pressure on that as I just really slowly back off the tension. There we go. So 4 should be good now. I unset something while I did that. I think I might have gone far enough back to let one of the top stack down. Maybe. Nope. Okay. Not 1. Not 2. Actually, was 1 springy? no, 1 is springy. And 2 is springy. Way up there in its spot. 3 feels like it's not even engaged. There we go. So 5 just needed a little nudge. 1. Okay, 2 came back down. 3. And that, I think, was the sidebar being fully set. Pardon the Mario Kart in the background. Yeah, this all feels kind of weird now. I think it's because the sidebar is set and the gins are ready. Let's test that theory. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that was my pick skipping sideways on the pin. I don't think that was actually being set. Okay, 1 is set. 2, I think is set. 3 is set. 4 is set. 5, I can't quite tell. I don't think 5 is set. Six, I can't quite tell either. Okay. It's hard getting clean feedback in the very back of the lock like that. And there's other pins that are also impinging on the pick. I don't think 5 or 6 are set, so I'm gonna drop some things apparently in my pursuit. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 5. Nope, I just majorly unset something. So I wonder if the gins on 5 and 6. Oh, I just overset 6 massively. Alright. I wonder if the gins on 5 and 6 need set before the sidebar, maybe? It seems, I don't know, I guess odd that some gins would need to be before and some after. Maybe when I'm partway through the sidebar, I need to switch and do all the gins. Well, I guess let's get to it. So, I don't feel anything on the sidebar to start off with this lock, but for some reason it feels, well, I don't feel like I set the top either if I don't go through the sidebar. It's just me being superstitious, but okay, 6. One. I don't know about 1. It just seems to be loose. Just doesn't want to do anything yet. Alright. Sidebar time. 1. Got a little nudge. A little core movement there. Not on 2. Not on 3. A little on 4. A little counter first on 4 and then it set. And then on 5. Little movement. 1 feels fine. 2, way up there, but didn't really feel anything. I might have overset 2. I thought I turned the autofocus off, but I guess not. My apologies. I don't really need a close-up, well-focused shot of my big old index knuckle. I guess better than other knuckles you could get. But... Okay, a little movement on 1. Got our couple clicks on 2. Little core movement on 3. 4 loose. Oh, and there we just set. So I guess I'm torn as to whether to fully finish the sidebar. I think it does need, no? Yeah. So 3 still needs a nudge on the sidebar, but I think given the problems with 5 and 6 on the gins, I'm going to start in the back there. See if I can set that. Okay, there's 6 set. Come on. Okay. And 5 either set or overset. I think that was overset. Okay, what is it with 5 there? Maybe I'll try 5 first this time around. Okay. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1 has nothing to do with anything at this stage. 1, get 2 vertical pretty much. A nudge on 3, a nudge on 4, click on 5. Back to 2. 3 moves a little, and there we go. So sidebar maybe set. Okay, there's 6. 5. Okay, I'm on 5 now. Let's see if I can set this sucker. There we go. 5 is set. 6 is set. I think 1 is set. 2. I felt some other things drop there. Question being, what are those things? they recoverable? 5 is done again. Okay, so 1 is done again. I just can't tell which gens are loose. So I'm going to double check the sidebar and make sure that that's... I think it's a good thing to do at this point. Having never successfully opened this lock, I can't say for sure, but I think I don't know. Okay, this third slider, or this third side pin, I'm just not sure. I guess it is technically a... I can't tell if it's set or if it's not. Okay. I think it's not set. It needs one more notch. I think it's in a false gate. Probably gonna drop my gens this way. Come on. Yep. Okay, let's see. Nope. It did not need another little nudge. Okay. Alright, try again. 2. That felt terrible. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1's good. Move 2 up, 3 up a little, 4 a click, 5 a click, bump on 1, just test 2. So usually, okay, there's a little bit of movement when I nudged 5 there. At some point in here I'll get a big chunk of progress. There we go. Now I think that is the sidebar being set. I really think it is. And I think that third, I think the true gate in that third pin is either just narrow or for some other reason it doesn't give a lot of doesn't have a lot of jiggle test. Okay, setting 5 seemed to work well last time. Okay, and then 6, 1, 2, 3. testing now to see what feels set and what doesn't. It's just hard for me to read these. Sorry for the long silence and the predominant background video game music. Oh. That felt really weird. I think I actually might be God, I don't know where I am. I'm just not, when I'm pulsing pressure on these, I'm used to, when a gin is caught in the milling, I'm used to having some pretty distinctive feedback. Man. Okay. Well, I am going to, I think, take a break and I will be back. Right, I have returned. Let's give this a operation with the key and stick that tensioner back in here. Took a little break, collect my wits about me. Apparently not very well collected, given that I just tried to pick up a flag for the top stacks, but we're gonna do what we can do here. We're not gonna quibble here about doing things right in the ideal order or anything like that. We're just gonna start pushing on pins. We're gonna see where it gets us. I think we might be good on the top. I might adjust where my camera is too. Can I do that without? We're gonna find out. Alright. Raise the camera up and get a little more of an angle on there. Again, see if I can do less of showing you my knuckles and maybe more of demonstrating the core movement when it happens and making it easier for you to see what's happening with the tensioner, etc. Okay. Alright, I think we might be about there with the sidebar. There we go. I believe that kind of jolt looking thing is the sidebar becoming fully set. So we're gonna see if I can not screw up the gins this time. Okay. There's 5. 6. 7. 1. I think that was 2 being set. Yes, love.
Did you leave?
It did.
Oh.
It got to be 1:15 and I realized we'd seen neither hide nor hair of our son. So I went down and let him know that if he was going to mass tonight, now's the time. So he very quickly got ready and I drove him over.
Oh. Love in the ears, honey.
I do what I can just for you. Alright, let's see if I can figure out what's what here. Okay. I feel like I may have overset 3. No? There's. Okay. So I just need to figure out where I was in the progression of things. God, 3 just feels like it's so far up there. It must already be set. Okay. 4. I don't know. Okay, 6 is giving me some feedback, so let's try and set that. Ooh, okay. Okay, 1, nothing. 2, I think nothing. 3, nothing. 4. Yes, 4. Okay. Oh, come on. I feel like I'm very close. Drop something. No, it may not be 4. Okay. 1. Okay, 2. 3. And not 4, I guess. Because that feels the same as before. 5. Okay, 6. I'm gonna try the same bar again. And see if maybe something on here needs a nudge. 1 is good. 2 is good. Ooh. Remember how I said I think 3? I can't tell very well. Everything else feels appropriately springy. 3 does not. So I'm gonna try and get 3. To budge a little bit and see if I can do it without dropping everything. before, I'm just very slowly backing off of tension and kind of bouncing on the pin. I feel like I'm using a lot of force on the pick here, but okay, so that felt good. There's one, there's two again. Okay. One has some spring, two has spring, three now has spring, four does not. So I think I must have dropped 4 and 5. At least 4, but I think 5 didn't really feel like it had much either. Okay, there's 4. Okay, now that doesn't feel right. Okay, so that was that little nudge on 4. I felt some core movement. 2 is back down, so I'll nudge that up. 3 is back down. So I nudge that up and get that big amount of core movement. Okay, now now all the side pins feel right. Back to the gins. Okay, that's definitely giving some. Okay, this is feeling much better now. I think the sidebar must have been engaged, and so I wasn't. Not only was I was able to set some gins, but not able to feel the feedback on others that weren't set. So now hopefully we're in the pure gin floating phase, and hopefully I haven't lost my abilities entirely. There we go. That is the open. Okay, well, now we got, which is not too bad on this. Let's see. Pull that. I'm gonna reset this. Okay. Make that so it doesn't lean on the vise, so that when I move the vise, the lock doesn't roll out of frame. Put my pinning tray where I want it to be. Adjust that. All right. Let's see. Now I am going to scooch that over that way. I'm going to rock the camera a little bit more. Give myself a little bit more space to work here. Get my picks out of the way. And here we go. For the gutting. Tail piece. These, it's much easier to gut with the key in because it retains the side pins without any extra effort on behalf of the gutter. And when it comes to gutting, as with many things in life, the lazy way is the easy way. The lazy way is the less error-prone way. And less error-prone is the way to go when you are using someone else's lock. Alright. So I'll hold the sidebar and slide that right off. And cylinder is going to park right there. As often happens when I'm picking, the dog decides it's time to pace back and forth. Okay, so here is sidebar. Nice close up on that. Set that aside along with its springs. I think I may do the top key pins first, and then I'll do the side pins and their springs, and then I'll take the drivers and their springs. Maybe. One of the things I don't love about this is that they don't have torpedo key pins, so they don't have a nice neck by which to grab the key pins. Okay, skipping 3. Just because it's not pushed up. Alright, let's see if I can get these two pushed up in a way that is conducive to lifting them out. There we go. 6 I'm not going to be able to, because that I think is the highest lift in this lock, and is of course the farthest in. So let's see if I can hold that with that finger while I hold the side pins with the other fingers, and swap instruments and grab it. Yes. All right. That was silly. All right. I guess I should show the milling. None in 3. Let's see. Yeah, I can move over this way. All right. None in 3. That 4th chamber didn't grab very well, but see if we can show. It's not particularly shiny. Let's see. There we go. Show the other side. You can see it there. Again, it's not real evident like it is in some locks, but it is there. Alright, side pins. Let's see if I can get these to come out nicely with their springs. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. This one feels like it's caught. There we go. Nope, not on that one. Side pin springs I'm going to put over here. No. The driver springs I think I'll put over on the side. I don't have room for everything on this little bitty tray. As I've mentioned before, I keep meaning to get a nicer, bigger tray. But the fact is, I like this one. And so, I actually have a nice Medico mat that I won in the raffle. Maybe I should get that out and use it. It would be a reasonable thing to do. Alright. So there are the side pins. Nothing particular to see in those side chambers. It's anti-drill pins. They don't fall out of this lock like they do out of many others. A fact for which I suppose I should be grateful. It's made progressive pinning this much easier. Alright. Chamber 1. Let's get this right over in front of the camera. You can see the gin head. There you go. And I'll leave that spring. Pin 2. Here's the gin head. Three. Head on that one. Autofocus is doing me right today. Well, in this phase anyway. Earlier it was not, but that's okay. Trying to pull the shim out. There we go. Alright. Pin 6. There's the gin. Long old driver. Pin 5. And pin 4. And springs. So I don't really need to show these individually, but again, for completeness sake, I'd like to. take the tailpiece off the pinning tray. Make room for the springs. I have misplaced a sidebar spring somewhere along this process. I have to hunt that down again. Alright. Oh, no, there's a sidebar spring. Okay. So there's a lock body. See the chambers there. Sidebar groove. And there you have it. ASSA Twin 6K gins. I guess maybe I'll show the sidebar again. There you go. Have a good one, everybody.